wanted to make a little bit of a PSA here. So if you wear dress shirts, if they're nicer dress shirts, something you spend a little bit of money on, something you try to keep nice, maybe you iron them every time you wash them, maybe you send them out to get pressed, there's a chance, and if you're not used to wearing dress shirts, you might not know this, there's a chance that they have removable collar stays inside the collar. So a collar stay is something that actually keeps the point of your collar nice and sharp. It keeps the collar looking clean and pointy. Those collar stays can often be removed by flipping the collar up and then reaching underneath, and you'll find or you'll feel a little plastic tab. If you pull that, you'll slide out, and I suppose I'll do this one here so you can see. You'll slide out this small plastic collar stay. See if I can hold this up so that you can see it here. That small plastic collar stay is inside of the collar and pointing from sort of like the cuff down towards the point with this pointed edge here, and it's creating a nice sort of pointed, sharp tip to your collar, which leaves it looking nice and pressed and starched, even though it might not be. These, however, if they are removable, should really not go through the wash. Even if you're like me and you wash your clothes cold and then you really just tumble dry them with minimal air because you don't want to shrink anything or ruin anything, these can become warped in the wash, in the dryer. And so if you can remove them, you should. Another recommendation that I can make, and I plan on doing this myself soon because I did actually have one pair warp on me because I forgot to remove them. And again, I wash on cold, which is not ice cold, it's tap cold. It's different if you ever go and look into how washing machines work. It's cold doesn't mean cold, it means washing machine cold. But if you wash on cold and you dry on sort of just like gentle air tumble only, they can still get bent, they can still warp. You can go online and you can buy aluminum or steel replacements for these, same exact shape and size, but they're metal. And those, if you want to, you can leave in, or if you don't like having to constantly remember to take these plastic ones out and maybe you lose one set or you accidentally wash them and they get ruined and now you're trying to move one set between different shirts and you forget to take them out of one shirt and then you're rushing out the door and you can't find them, so you go out without them and now your collar is kind of rolling or bending funny and doesn't look as nice. You can buy metal collar stays, and you get a set or two, you keep them on your desk just like you would keep your watch on your desk, or you would keep your tie clip on your desk, or your tie clips, and then when you get dressed that morning, whatever shirt you're putting on, you put in your collar stays, your nice metal collar stays, and you'll always have that crisp pointed collar look that you're going for, which I assume you're going for anyways. You could also have your collars properly starched routinely, which is an option, but if you're a guy like me who does not know how that works or does not have your clothes properly laundered at a laundromat or a dry cleaners, then I don't think you're going to be going the routinely starching your clothes route, in which case metal collar stays are a great option. Putting them back in while wearing it, and I'm not going to try it right now, is a bit weird. Taking them out's not too bad, but getting them in, the angle of the slot, and again, you have to sort of like flip your collar up, blindly find the entrance to where the stay goes, and then feed it in there. See, I thought I just got it, I missed it. I don't even know if I can do it now, so I'm just going to fold this down and stop trying. But putting it on while wearing the shirt is hard. I would definitely recommend inserting them before putting the shirt on. It doesn't get in the way of tying a tie or anything like that. But if you didn't know, collar stays, they're probably in your collar. If you buy a cheaper dress shirt, two options: you don't have any collar stays, and I don't know if you can add them because the slots might not be sewn into the collar. Maybe if you bring your shirt to a tailor, they could add slots to your collar. I'm not sure if that's possible. But you might also have collar stays sewn completely into your dress shirt collar. If you grab a cheaper dress shirt, again, not dirt cheap, but something you spent maybe $30 or $40 on, and you feel your collar, you might actually feel plastic collar stays, but they are sewn into the collar. You can't remove them. Again, I don't know if there is a way to change that or do anything about that, but if they're in there, what can happen is if the stitching that's holding them in position, so they are in kind of a slot, but they're not removable, if that stitching ever wears down just from you wearing the shirt many times or washing it many times, those collar stays can slip out of position or sort of twist or torque sideways, and then you have this small weird bump or groove in your collar that's not supposed to be there. If you ever notice that, that could be what's happening there. But yeah, if you have the ability to put your own collar stays in or remove the ones that are in there, grab some metal ones. They'll hold up better. They'll probably do a better job at what it is they're supposed to do, and they're not expensive. You can grab them on Amazon. My wife got some for her father a few years back, and he uses them every day. So yeah, just one more little tip about sort of making your clothes look nice and how to improve the sort of tools that might come with your clothes to a better version that does the same thing for not too much more money. Yeah, so collar stays. Look into it. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.